Welcome to my channel. My name is Fulton Zimbu. I'm back here again for another The Inner Struggle Within Us Black People. We cannot change people that hate us. We have to focus in building us. For you to put your energy of changing other people, that energy, it should be in you, changing you and the people around you. That's how you win. That's how you become stronger. That's how people, they see different change in the community within you and the people that are around you. I'm gonna say this for our young people, young black men and female that are there. Put your energy in changing you and the people around you. To be a slave to the people around you, people that you know. Do as much as you can so you can help your brothers and sisters, your fellow black men and female. For things to change for you, you have to change. So you have to put focus on you. Don't put focus in the people that they don't like you. Remove all the mind away. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to do so we can make a progress. Because as African people, we've been struggling for decade and decade. It's like a game that is keep repeating. You know, when you keep playing a game, you always trying to go to different stage. You're thinking like, I'm winning, but you reach certain level, you just collapse. It just game over. You have to start again and again and again. You always think you're winning, but you don't win. You always lose. That's what is designed to us black people.
We could be cured of our slave mentality that was indoctrinated into us during slavery. We would realize that just as the white man can do these things for himself and his kind, we can get together in unity and harmony and do the same thing for ourselves and our kind. The white man has brainwashed the so-called Negro to the point of believing in white supremacy so much that today some Negroes think that they're not making progress or they don't have anything unless they're living in a white neighborhood, unless they have the white man's neighborhood, a seat in the white man's school or a position on the white man's job, and they even have taken it so far they don't think they're successful in life unless they have a white woman as a wife.
This isn't bad luck. This isn't bad luck. This is a system. This is a bad luck, but it's a system. Because when the same problem is repeated across decades, across countries, you have to ask, is it really accident? Is this really accident? What has been happening? Across decades, across countries, continent, is this really accident? Think about it. Struggle that never seems to end. Wealth that never seems to stay. Progress that always feels just out of reach every single time. We have Captain Ibrahim Traore and his two fellow, Chane, Ngota. They're trying to break that chain so they can make that progression from every black, not just the black in their country, all black. But do you know what? These people that they have that chain, that invisible chain, they're still dragging them backward. They don't want to let go. So what our brothers they're doing, they're still pushing hard. At some point, you have to look beyond the sofa because systems are powerful. They don't need force. They create patterns of dependency, patterns of limitation, patterns that repeat over and over and over again. And here's how it works. If a system is built where resource live, value doesn't stay, it's a big problem. If decisions are influenced from outside more than within, then no matter how hard people try, they are working inside a structure that was never designed for them to win. And that's what is happening every way, decade and decade. The same thing repeating over and over again. But here's the part most people miss. System only work when people don't question them. How many brothers in Africa, they lost their life because they question the system? How many brothers in America, they lost their life because they questioned the system. Fathers, mothers in Africa, in America, in Europe, man, they ask question. They ask question. Lost their life. The moment you start to see the system, you stop blaming only the sofas. You stop blaming only the sofas. You start asking deeper questions. Who built it? Who benefit from it? And why does it stay the same? We all ask all these questions. Oh, we all ask this question. That's where change it begins. Change it began when you start asking questions. Because mind is start remembering, the remembering muscle. So don't just look at the problem, look at the structure behind it. Because once you understand the system, you stop playing it blindly. You stop playing it blindly. You stop playing it blindly. This is a bad luck. This is a system. When the problem repeat for decades, it's no accident. System don't need force. They create pattern everywhere. If the system isn't designed for you to win, effect alone isn't enough. Effect alone isn't enough. So we need to know there is a pattern from everything that is around us, the black people. If you look across different continents, let's go to American. You have black American, they fought themselves hard for the liberation of the system that discrimination in 2026 system is to exist. Black America, they done everything so they can pull themselves up. They did. When I hear people, they say, oh, black America, they're lazy. Do you know what it does to me? It pisses me off. Because I'm saying, you don't know what you're talking about. Because if you had any idea, you're only seeing what you're seeing. You're only talking because you heard someone else say that. They fought the good fight, but the system is built to drag them back. You have idiot black that they will ask, what system you're talking about? Let me ask you this. In everything that I said, if you listen closely, you understand what I said. I said in one of my other videos, I said Africa was never poor. Why? It been called poor. The land of Africa is rich than the land of the European. But why the European is so far developing than us? There's a pattern that it been played so as we can stay below. You can try to fight it hard. So I'm gonna say this again. The moment you start questioning the system, the moment you start losing it, because our brothers and sisters, they did that. They fight the system. Lord, they lost their life. There's a pattern in all that. So this is no bad luck, and it's not an accident. It's the system that they put to work so it can work all of us. That system they put it so we can keep staying in the bottom. Yeah, 110%. So I would like for you to subscribe, like, share. It would be nice, so I can see more subscribe. So I want YouTube to see my channel to boost, to go a little bit far. I know majority of the thing I talk about here probably is boring to a lot of y'all. I don't really like to react in other people the video because of this copyright. There's too many copyrights. So I would love to react in other people the video, just get it and react on it and post it. But I want to talk about the things that is playing us, things that is dragging us down. That's why you can see I'm talking about the inner struggle, the invisible chain, because I believe we still have that invisible chain and the inner struggle, because I think we're still sleeping, we're not awake, but we're starting to remember, and it is a good thing to start remembering, because that's how you change. And I'm always gonna keep saying this. If the Bible is talking about question the spiritual truth, find out all of that, it doesn't kill us to question all of this around us. We have to question everything. We have to question everything. So I'm gonna say this again. For things to change for you, you have to change you, because you are valuable. You are a valuable person. Black people, we are so valuable. So let's know cut ourselves short. Because people, they see us, we're not good enough. But we are. So I would like, I'm gonna repeat this again. I know probably y'all don't want me to say this. I'm gonna say this again. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment if you think all of this I'm talking about is kind of good topic. So that's the mess for today. I'll catch you guys to the next one. Peace.